Two scientists, one from the US and another from France, are sharing this year's Nobel Prize for Physics. They won for independently inventing and developing methods for creating next-generation supercomputers. Members of the Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences in Stockholm made the announcement on Tuesday. They say Serge Haroche of France and American David Wineland have made breakthroughs in the field. They were honored for developing computer systems capable of measuring and controlling individual quantum particles.
France's Serge Haroche and American David Wineland will share this year's Nobel Prize for Physics for work in quantum physics. The Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences said the Nobel laureates opened the door to a new era of experimentation with quantum physics by demonstrating the direct observation of individual quantum particles without destroying them. Researchers had previously considered their achievements to be impossible.
On Monday, the committee awarded the prize for medicine. Researchers John Gurdon and Shinya Yamanaka were recognized for discovering that mature cells can be reprogrammed to develop into any type of cell in the body.
The celebration of a discovery that has changed the way cells are understood. Shinya Yamanaka and John Gurdon found that adult cells can be reprogrammed into stem cells.
And it has provided entirely new tools for effective development of drugs and new therapies.
Stem cells are like a blank slate that can potentially become any other kind of cell in the body. Scientists say they can be used to generate material to potentially repair or replace damaged organs.
This brings me great joy, but at the same time I feel a great sense of responsibility. Stem cell research is still a very new field.
It may be a new field, but this research began more than 50 years ago when Professor Gurdon showed that DNA from the cells of frogs could be used to generate tadpoles. That proves that DNA could drive the formation of all cells of the body.
And then you wait a while, and sometimes a long while, and it then turns out that nearly all discoveries of a basic scientific nature will turn out to have some useful consequence.
40 years later, Professor Yamanaka discovered a surprisingly simple recipe could turn mature human cells back into primitive cells, which could then be developed into different kinds of tissue. The research paves the way for the development of new treatments for degenerative diseases.
The reality is that both medicine and drug research has such great potential. We have not really begun to explore all the possibilities.
Previously, stem cells could only be created through a controversial method which required the harvesting of embryos. This new discovery creates an ethical solution.
If I had to sum up my thoughts on winning in just one word, it would have to be gratitude.
Others waiting on treatments for debilitating diseases might soon be grateful too. Emma Younger, ABC News.